street is just constantly changing. Nothing looks the same today as it did yesterday when I walked out there. Bremen is not like a rural community, it's small and it's compact. Here I kind of got the chance to explore and go look and could look really at details in certain things because there wasn't this mass of other things here. I'm doing something that disappears, so for me it's kind of been an adventure to go into that, also because you start treating your things in a different way, you start being more aware of the whole sense that it's the process that is the goal of it, it's the search in what you're doing. It's not necessarily as much about the finished result, because the finished result is when I put up the piece and turn around and walk away, and when I can't see it, then it's finished. When I'm standing in here and painting them, that's just part of it, but that is also partly of where I get the joy from, where to do something, to create something, make things. I'm constantly working with character works and with this really narrative works by creating all these people outside and then kind of trying to work with their singular stories and in the way, and it's the same thing I've been doing with the inside works. We're trying to say, okay, these are people, they don't look like people, but they represent a special person. There's the storage of visual material that you have, and if I then draw a face, there's some forms that I'll return to, and often I'll figure out first a lot later that these forms that I'll return to actually look like people I look at a lot, which is then mainly people from around in my life or close to me. Right now there's some recurring characters which is of some work with masks and ghosts, which has then been popping up, but they have been placed deliberately in the context. Also working towards a bigger thing, but something that's first gonna have its conclusion probably in a year or so from now. Right now working a bit with fear and isolation, which has been a thematic as well with the outside work, this with the urban loneliness, but trying to make it more on the point and go what is this? How can I express that? And then hoping that the questions that I ask myself and that I try to put into the work as well would come across to other people, and they then will read the same questions out of it. They might read something completely different, but I think that's very important for me that I don't come with a definitive solution or answer, maybe more exactly ask questions or try out some things to figure out what is this if I constantly sit and contemplate what is urban isolation and try to ask myself that through a piece of work and put it somewhere, see how people react to it. It's not about I want to scream a message at you and hammer it in with big ass nails, more trying to do things a little subtle and then hope that this carries with it some of the message.